ran his courtroom in Providence.
All those factors into consideration, the matter would be dismissed. All those factors into consideration, the matter would be dismissed.
Antics made him a viral hit on YouTube.
How about $35 court cost?
Yes!
How about 5 days in jail?
Yes!
Show caught in Providence, where he continued to hand out justice.
Most of us, when we hear the word judge, we imagine stern faces, harsh rulings, and cold punishment. But one man completely changed that image. Judge Frank Caprio. From a small courtroom in Providence, Rhode Island, he showed the world that justice could be wrapped in compassion. That listening could be more powerful than lecturing, and that kindness could go viral. Today, on Brand Story School, we are exploring the legacy and brand of Judge Caprio. The judge who became a global icon of empathy. And more importantly, what we can learn from his story about building a brand that truly lasts. Frank Caprio was born in 1936, the son of Italian immigrants. He grew up in a humble household where hard work and community values weren't just preached, they were lived. After becoming a lawyer, he was appointed as a judge in Providence. For most people, that will be the end of the story. A respectable career, a quiet courtroom, and a life of routine. But Judge Caprio was different. He didn't want his courtroom to be a place of fear. He wanted it to be a place where people felt heard. That difference will change everything. And what started as a local access television program, Caught in Providence, slowly grew into something much bigger. His courtroom became a window into the soul of justice. Not just law, but mercy. Not just rules, but humanity. Here's the remarkable thing. Judge Caprio never set out to build a brand, yet he became one of the most beloved judges in the world. Why? Because his brand was rooted in one simple but powerful value: compassion. Every case in his courtroom became a story. A single mother explaining why she couldn't pay a fine, an immigrant taxi driver struggling to make ends meet, a young person making a mistake but showing remorse. Instead of treating these people as numbers on a docket, Judge Caprio treated them as human beings with stories worth hearing. Sometimes he dismissed fines, sometimes he reduced penalties. He offered encouragement. And every single time, he reminded us that kindness doesn't weaken authority, it strengthens it. His show, Caught in Providence, went viral on YouTube and across social media. Millions of people worldwide tuned in, not because they cared about traffic tickets, but because they were hungry to see justice mixed with grace. Judge Caprio's authenticity was his marketing. His empathy was his strategy, and his consistency built his reputation. That's what made his courtroom not just a legal stage, but a storytelling stage. So what can we as leaders, entrepreneurs, and brand builders learn from Judge Caprio? Number 1, lead with humanity. People don't remember the technicalities of your service or product as much as they remember how you make them feel. Number 2, turn your platform into a story stage. Judge Caprio didn't just process cases, he told stories through the lives of the people before him. Whatever your platform is, LinkedIn, YouTube, a business, or even a classroom, you can use it to highlight stories that connect with people. Number 3, authenticity travels. Judge Caprio never acted for the camera. He was himself. Kind, thoughtful, human. And that authenticity resonated far beyond his local community, reaching millions across the globe. That's the power of building a brand that is real, that is relatable, and that is rooted in values. Judge Frank Caprio has left us, but his legacy will live on. He reminded us that power doesn't always have to be harsh, that influence doesn't always have to be loud, and that a personal brand doesn't have to be built on perfection. It can be built on compassion. So as you think about your own brand, ask yourself this: are you building for applause, or are you building for impact? Because the brands that last, the ones people talk about years later, are the ones that make people feel seen. This is Brand Story School. Thank you for watching. If you found value in this reflection on Judge Caprio's legacy, subscribe and join us as we keep learning from leaders who built unforgettable brands. And above all, may we all live with a little more kindness, just like Judge Caprio. See you in the next class.